This is the extended terrain analysis and force selection explanation. And the first thing that I noticed was that there is no clearly identifiable strong position. You can see it's mostly a flat map. There's not much elevation. The only exception to that is over here. On the far right, there is a big section of woods, and those are all at a depressed elevation, so they don't really have line of sight to anywhere on the map, which makes them kind of irrelevant for the fight. These trees on the right side of the map, Hapless's starting side, there's such a big open area between the trees and my side of the map that for me there's not much tactical use out of them. So I do have one team going over here on the rush because one, I don't want him to be able to flank me. I need to know if he's trying to do that. And if he does completely abandon this, which I don't think he will, and if I was able to move some people back here, I could get into some line of sight into the back of his forces. I can't imagine that's going to happen, but I can't completely abandon this whole terrain. So I do have one Jeep taking some units over there just as a listening outpost. So the fight is going to be over a town that has 11 objectives, which I actually like. So it's if one person gets a slight advantage, it will show up in the 11 objectives, whereas compared to one big objective. So I do like this a lot better. This is the center of town. It took me quite a while to kind of come up with a plan for this, and I decided that I was going to have a company over here rush to this part of my right side of the map and just hold on the back side of this. I have good line of sight, and so it won't take much force for me to be able to keep him in place. They'll be holding actually from here all the way over here, all the way to the other side of the map, a line right here. And their job is basically to hold that, push that objective, hold this, and hold this. A company has one attached Abrams, and it's an APS Abrams, and its job is to just play defense and make sure we're not overwhelmed on that side. B company, its job, and you can see I have its initial lines, orders laid out. Its job is to rush this far objective here, and I want to use first platoon for B company to establish a foothold, and then second platoon, which is my crack and vet squads, they're going to try to push through and actually take this objective. So that is the goal of the whole game, is to try to win 5 locations, or 6 locations, push 2, and let him win 3. So that's the goal. Now what's going to help me over here is that there is stretches into the back of these, or the back of this right victory location are these woods over here. And so C company, which is just really one squad and some machine guns, I'm going to attach the snipers to them in the mortars. Their job is to take these woods. I don't know that Hapless will put much. I would be surprised if he puts much into these woods. Maybe he will as flank protection, but I plan on investing quite a bit of force to get them. So C company first platoon, which is one squad, is going to take this. I'm also going to send some other squads or just various HQ units here, and I'm going to set up mortars here, the on-map mortars. I've become a very big fan of on-map mortars. In CM1, on-map mortars were huge. They function mechanically a little bit different in CM2, so I wasn't a big fan of them at first, but I've learned how to use them. I've learned that they have a bit of a height or a line of sight from height point of view advantage. So I can put them here. They'll be out of line of sight from other units, but they'll have visual sight to all of these trees. If he has any infantry there, they will not be able to withstand, the constant targeted 81 millimeters. So if he has vehicles, I'll have to deal with those. The goal there is to break his infantry, secure these trees here, and then when I have that secured and up here secured, then I can try to win or at least push these objectives. Anyways, that's the goal, the plan of the engagement. Of course, things rarely go how you want them to, and I'm sure Hapless has some nasty surprises in store. But if you don't have a plan to start, what are you even doing? All right, so that is the extended terrain analysis.